I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. Oh God, it feels like forever, but no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. 'Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that it feels like forever, but no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. How do you feel? That is the question. But I forget you don't expect an easy answer. When something like a soul becomes initialized and folded up like paper dolls and little notes, you can't expect a bit of folks. So while you're outside looking in, describing what you see, remember what you're staring at is me. 'Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that it feels like forever. No one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. How much is real? So much to question. An epidemic of the mannequins, contaminating everything we thought came from the heart, but never did right from the start. Just listen to the noises, before you tell yourself it's just a different scene. Remember, it's just different from what you've seen. I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. And all I know is that it feels like forever. And no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. 'Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. And all I know is that it feels like forever. But no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. And it's the stars that shine for you. And it's the stars that light you, yeah. And it's the stars that shine for you. And it's the stars that light you, yeah. I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. Oh God, it feels like forever. But no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. 'Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that it feels like forever. But no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. And it's the stars that shine for you, yeah. And it's the stars that light you, yeah. And it's the stars that shine for you, yeah. And it's the stars that light you, yeah, yeah. Oh, and the stars, they light. Now maybe, treat you bad, but I did it anyway. And then maybe some would say your life was sad, yeah, but you lived it anyway. And so maybe your friends that stand around you watch you crumble as you fall down to the ground. And then someday your friends that stand beside as you were flying, oh, you were flying all so high. But then someday people look at you, they're what they call their own, they watch you suffer. Yeah, here you're coming home. And then someday we could take our time to brush the leaves aside so you can't reach us. Hey, but you left me far behind. Now, didn't mean to treat you so bad, but I did it anyway. No, it's in some would say you left with what you had, but you couldn't share the pain down and out. Couldn't share the pain and watch you suffer. Now maybe I could have made my own mistakes, but I live with what I've known. And then maybe we might share in something great. Won't you look at where we've grown? Won't you look at where we've grown? And then someday comes tomorrow holds sense of what I feel for you in my mind as you trip the fire line. And that cold day when you lost control. Shame you left my life so soon. You should have told me. Hey, but you left me far behind. Now maybe I didn't mean to treat you so bad. Oh, but I did anyway. Now maybe some would say you left with what you had. Oh, but you couldn't share the pain. No, no, no.
Test 1, 2. How is my mic doing today, guys? Let me know if I need to turn my music down or my mic up. Please. Thank you very much, because if I don't, y'all are my only judge for, levels. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, guys. I thank you for coming out tonight. As you can look and see on the screen there to my right above my head, I have Venerable Vaping now as a sponsor. I also have on this side Moon Mountain. Moon Mountain will be giving out a extra special giveaway tonight. We will only have one giveaway from Moon Mountain, but it is a massive giveaway. It is a 50 mil of the winner's choice of Moon Mountain Vapor. And I don't know, I'm toying with the idea. That's going to be toward the end of this show, guys. Yeah, I know, Stina Marie, and I might make you mad. I haven't decided yet, but I'm kind of, depending on how many people's in the room, I might make that this week only. No mods. I'm not sure. Sorry. I know Miss Stina Marie and me both love Earth is a Blueberry, which is a very creamy blueberry vape. And I know she wants to win so she can get 50 mils of that. But, I don't think she'll be too mad at me considering all the juice she has to vape off. I said I wasn't sure, Stina Marie. So how's everybody in Vapeland doing today, guys? My dog's trying to get over here and get my attention, but I will not let that happen. Hopefully she will not start barking. I've had a kind of crazy day, but a great day. Very productive. Ha 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 ha. Well, I mean, you know, you control me, Josh. I don't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, you know, if y'all keep me focused on chat, then I'll go off of chat. If you don't, then I have to go off what's in my head. And who knows what's in my head. Well, I know you can't buy juice, but part of the reason why you can't buy juice is because you have so many vendors and stuff at Vape Meets giving you the juice. Now, if you keep getting wins, that means there's less time, you know, that you can buy bug crap. And you're probably not out of bug crap yet, but you soon will be. And I'm probably just drowned my coil on my atomizer, but it'll be okay. Well, you know, I'll tell you what, everybody can win. I mean, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Tina Marie, you just gave away a 50 mil of bug crap, or SoCal gave away a 50 mil of bug crap? Because unless he has unless he has changed, what did you bottle it in? Because SoCal does not offer 50 mil bottles. Yours is a 50 mil bottle. Interesting. That is very interesting. Ah, 30 mil. See? 50-50. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. You didn't like bug crap? Oh my gosh. Bug crap is like amazing. By the way, Tina Marie, would you give the link to SoCalTortuga.com? SoCal has some very nice juices. Tina Marie's favorite addiction is bug crap, as everyone knows. What? Oh well. Oh, this is a vaping show, sir. Tina Marie's favorite is bug crap. And Josh threw me off there just a little bit. My favorite happens to be Manana. Manana is a great blend of papaya and mango. And together, that blend, it just, it tastes like actual fruit. I've had a problem with vape juices that, for, you know, fruit-wise. I love bakery vapes. One reason is because they're so rich and so sweet. Like cinnamon roll, a good cinnamon roll I love. Apple pies, if it's the flavor's right, I love. I love real sweet and rich vapes. So fruits for me have been a hit or miss, mainly a miss with most vendors. SoCal's juice, it tastes to me, in my opinion, and taste is subjective, but in my opinion, he's the only one that's got juice, fruit flavored juice to taste like actual fruit. So there you go. And his pecan caramel pie, if you've ever had a really good pecan caramel pie, oh my gosh, you have to, and you want that, if you want that in a vape juice, which most people be like, but he has a pecan caramel pie. So good with a cup of coffee. It's done become my morning vape and my evening vape. Because as I drink my cup of coffee before I go to bed or when I'm waking up, it's just it's just like having an actual pecan pie and a cup of coffee. And not having the calories, basically. Yeah, I know. Coffee does sound good. It's quite chilly in here right now. Oh, man. Caroline, you ain't got no video. Does everybody else have video? I don't show any frames being dropped. Okay, thank you. And guys, I am going to just read a article, just something to kind of get everything going. You know, we all need fun in our lives. We need to laugh, we need to chuckle. And, you know, to me, it kind of borderlines on the stupidity that makes you chuckle. Non-vaping related, and then we'll get back to vaping really quick. A Portland pimp is suing Nike for not placing a warning label in their shoes specifying that they could be used as a dangerous weapon after he was sentenced to 100 years in prison for brutally beating a John with his sneakers. That is all of that story I am going to read to y'all. But if you want to read the actual story of a pimp suing Nike for not placing a warning label on their shoe, there it is. It's quite funny. It's hilarious. And that is as you can see from the link, that is a NBC post. It got a chuckle out of me. Now back to vape. No more Baker White from me. Oh, Tina Marie, you will be able to win Baker White eventually again, and when you do, you'll be able to get 30 mils, not just sample packs. And I know you like Baker White, so that's great. Excuse me, guys. Well, Chicky, you know, there's a lot of lawyers that all they want to do is meet that bottom line. Or exceed that bottom line, rather. Not speaking bad about the profession, lawyers have bailed me out of many things. But, at the same time, you got to remember, you know, a woman made millions of dollars by suing McDonald's for having hot coffee. Because there wasn't warning labels on the coffee saying that it was hot. And, you know, that was a judge that granted that case. So when you're talking about stupidity levels, you know, the lawyers just have to present the cases. The judges are the ones that rule on it. But how we got on McDonald's and coffee and everything else, I do not know. Okay, guys, here's a little bit of an old story, but it is, for those that might not know, is a good one. I'm not really going to go through this. I did want to share it, though. It is a published study. I've heard people in the past saying that we need to have more published studies out there. Well, yes, we do. And the fact that we have the published studies out there and the lawmakers are not taking the time to find the published studies and instead going off of their opinions. Opinion is not something that should be done when making any laws. It should be based on scientific fact, if you ask me. And you know, there is a study that's been out for a while. I'm sure many of you have seen it. That is basically saying there is minimal to no health risk from exposure to e-cigs. And again, that's kind of touches on what I was speaking to last week about how it's all perception right now. Science is going to catch up to public opinion. It always does. Always. Sorry, squirrel moment. Science always catches up to public opinion. And public opinion usually dictates the laws, give or take, within reason. The government has been pushing so long for, you know, the campaigns against cigarettes. The truth thing is a nonprofit organization that goes that helps put the word out there about different facts in the cigarette industry. But at this time, it's public perception. People perceive someone sitting there that doesn't know about vaping. They perceive, if they see you out in public with this, think about it now, guys. If you have never seen anything, think about before you knew about vaping. Maybe when you was first looking into it. But if you had never knew anything about vaping, never been exposed to it, and you seen this, and then you see me puffing on it and blowing clouds of smoke, the vast majority of people out there are going to think that it's some kind of illegal paraphernalia. Just because, why? This doesn't look like a cigarette. So if you're not smoking, smoking cigarettes, what are you smoking, right? Well, that's kind of a perception thing. So it's always it's always good. If you see somebody giving you an eye or something, don't be confrontational. But if you see somebody kind of look with a curious look and you have the time, go explain. I have been recently talking to my mayor, which happens to own, I live in a small town. He owns a grocery store right in town, and oftentimes you can go in and talk to the mayor because he's running his blasted store. I've been talking to my mayor and actually have got him to get an ego and some juice. So I am trying to go about it the opposite way as most people, with presenting the news articles and the studies and stuff, which I'm doing that too. I've sent him several emails with studies and CASA updates and stuff. But my mayor is now a dual user, which I know a lot of people don't like the fact of dual users, and they kind of, in some circles, dual using isn't really considered that you're vaping. But I mean, come on, if you use a vaporizer, you're vaping. And I always say it's not the cigarettes that you smoke, it's the ones that you avoid. And if you can get somebody, maybe it's not an ego and a C4, but if you can get somebody to stick with vaping, even if they're a dual user, long enough to find their vape, find something that the throat hit satisfies them. What's up, Tom? Find out something that the throat hit satisfies them. Finds out the taste, the flavors that they like. Once they get settled in to their vape, if they are dual using, from my experience and from what I've seen with other people, the use of cigarettes tend to go down while the use of vaping tends to go up, which is what you want if you're transitioning. There's nothing wrong. You still can't get by without 1 to 2 cigarettes a day. And see, that's how long have you been vaping? Because see, to me, that is a huge success, man. How much was you smoking before, and how long have you been vaping there, Riddle? You've been vaping for 2 weeks. Wow, man, I want to congratulate you. Don't let these circles, 2.5 packs a day, and you're only smoking 1 to 2 a day right now, man. Awesome. That is freaking awesome, dude. That rocks right there. And don't let yourself get in that mindset of, oh my gosh, I'm smoking a cigarette. Don't make yourself feel guilty. You know what I mean? Do not make yourself feel guilty because you're having the cigarettes. If you still have to have 2 or 3 cigarettes a day, that's great, man. Because let me tell you, if you happen to have some bad juice, there's awesome juices out there. Visit our shows and other networks as well. You'll be exposed to more and more vendors, and the viewers can help you out with that. Everything as far as juice, someone telling you a juice tastes good is very much subjective, because there's a lot of people in this chat room right now who like this kind of juice and don't like, and somebody else won't like it. You know what I mean? But that's awesome, dude, and I congratulate you on that. I love to see new vapors coming in, and I hope you can get some wins under your belt tonight. I will be doing giveaways here very shortly, guys. So please stay tuned. Yeah, Exactly, Stina Marie. Think about the 28 cigarettes you're not having. And the only reason why I say don't beat yourself up about the ones that you do have right now, you're 2 weeks in, brother. And see, that's a lot of vapors, new vapors, if they are exposed to the forums and they're exposed to the different communities. Some communities kind of will look down. They have members that'll look down on dual users. But especially in the beginning, man, if you was smoking 2.5 packs a day, that's like 50 cigarettes a day, and now you're only smoking 2. That in itself, if you stayed like that in itself will reduce your risk, and that will reduce everything. I mean, you know, and I guarantee you, brother, if you've been doing it for 2 weeks, keep playing with it. I know sometimes it can be frustrating. There can be a lot of overload of information out there, but keep playing with it, man. You'll find that vape. If it's working for you that good, experiment with different things as your budget will allow. Different juices, different tanks, different atomizers, and find that vape for you. Once you do, I don't think you'll have any problem getting rid of those 1 or 2 cigarettes. Yeah, and see, that makes sense. I mean, and part of that's, I'm sure, curiosity. Because, I mean, I've been vaping, let's see, I started vaping November 4th of last year. So I've been vaping, about a little over 2 months now. 2.5 months or so. Very short time, and I have a show. That's the reason why my content is kind of like, you know. That's the reason why I also have swagger moments. Ha! That was cool. The sponsors, I gotta move those down. But see, how many one of my moderators, can I get a count of people in the room, please? Because I have only the pop-up chat open. 38? Wow. Alright then, well, so who wants some juice? Who wants some juice? Anybody? Nobody? Maybe? How about some juice from Venerable Vaping? Venerable Vaping is my new sponsor. I invite everybody to go check out AJ's site. Oh, yes, VenerableVaping.com. 111111111. Okay, we will go. Guys, I do apologize. I was playing early this morning with my randomizer on my personal channel, and for some reason it's making me drop frames. So, we got to go still with the room randomizer. So, and like I said, I'm going to do the Moon Mountain toward the end. So guys, make sure, you know, get on Skype, get on Facebook, get on the other networks and IM and say, look, man, you know, if you had Moon Mountain, this is your chance tonight to get 50 mils of it. But right now, we are, yeah, I know it's Java based. It shouldn't be screwing with my frames, but, you know, there you go. Yeah, I probably will do that for a couple of the giveaways. I have, this giveaway is for 115 mil of Jay's Juice over at VenerableVaping.com. You know, you will want to go to my winners form, which I'll put in the link to shortly, and fill it out, and just let me know that you won the giveaway from Jay's Juice. Give me your screen name and all that, and it's actually a code, so I will email you the code within about 48 hours, give or take. If I get the code sooner, I will email them sooner, obviously. And here we go. Unicorn Vapor. Unicorn Vapor, are you out there, brother? Unicorn, there you are. I see you, Unicorn. All right, man, you know what to do. You know the routine. Go. You don't have to go pick out your juice flavor because it is a code. So go to vaporsnation.net, the link I just put in the room, and fill out my winners form for me, Unicorn, and I will get the code to you very shortly in the email. So look for my email address will be southernvapor@yahoo.com. Look for that in the next couple days, and I'll have a code straight out to you as soon as I can. Probably be about 48 hours or so, give or take. No problem, brother. Congratulations. Again, that is for one 15 meal of your choice of Jay's Juice. And I think he has another line as well, Ghetto Juice. Is that correct, Josh? What's up, Big Mex? I'm glad to have you come, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I call everyone brother. Because, I mean, you know, some of the names, you can't really tell. Because, I mean, there's another unicorn. I think I've even asked this unicorn vapor that just won if he was another unicorn vapor before on another channel. Ooh, lung hit. All right, guys. So, I am sure y'all have heard by now. I know you have heard. If you, what's up, Alon? I'm glad to have you come to the show today, brother. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure some of you have heard, and we probably have at least one. I know we have one. We probably have more than one vendor in here. But that might speak on this a little bit better. But I'm sure that y'all guys have heard that some people have encountered problems on some websites when it comes to electronic cigarette products, e-juice, e-liquid, whatever you want to call it. I found out, I've done a little bit of digging, and I found out some new, not so new, but new information that I was unaware of, so I thought I would share it. Here is a link to a story talking about the problems that people are starting to have. And I am going to try my best to kind of read through this story really quickly for y'all without getting tongue-tied and watch chat at the same time. So I will try to keep up with both, but please forgive me if I missed something. All right. I've been seriously, let's see. Eventually more people... froze up. There we go. I've been following some... Yes, Dawala is e-cig friendly for vendors that is on PayPal or needs a CC processor. I have heard good things about Dawala. And they have pretty much stated that they're e-cig friendly. The article that I just linked to the room there, I am going to try to go over real quickly. It's a fairly short article. And I'm just going to really want to use this to touch on what they're using as the reason for being able to decline people's purchases and whatnot. Y'all can go through and read it, and I wish you would. Let's see. The first rumblings of this, let's see. It appears that starting on January 1st of this year, 2014, some folks have run into problems purchasing from e-cigarette retailers using credit cards. The first rumblings of this came via YouTube from a person in Oklahoma. At first, it seemed isolated, and Oklahoma has had an interesting relationship with e-cigarettes as of late, as most of us know. Eventually, more people stepped up from other states, indicating that they too had purchases that were being declined or denied. These people were informed by their banks there was some sort of change in the law effective January 1st. Yes, I know it was from Dirt. Most people have not had problems purchasing products from online or local merchants. So the problem doesn't appear to be systematic.
But what are you doing to train your brain? Challenge your brain.
Sorry, squirrel moment. The problem doesn't appear to be systematic. I selfishly made a purchase today at Mad Vapes, in the name of journalism. My order went through just fine. It seems to me if this were a law and a major credit card and the major credit card companies knew about it, it pretty much, tongue-tied. It seems to me that if this was a law, the major credit card companies knew about it, pretty much every Visa and MasterCard purchase would have dried up instantly. This is indeed a strange happening. There are a couple of good threads on the subject in different forums, and I'll let you go there to see the forums. And it's basically going on to talk about the reason why, which I wanted to get to. Some of the banks in question are calling the PACT Act as the reason they are blocking the sales. Now, for those of you that have not been familiar with the PACT Act, what the PACT Act is a law that is already in effect. It's Prevent All Cigarette Trafficking Act. That's what PACT stands for. Prevent All Cigarette Trafficking Act. And I have that right there. The link I just put into the room is for the PACT Act and tells all about what it is and the frequently asked questions about it. And as you can see, that is from the ATF. So if you think they are monitoring your brain waves, please do not go to that website. But a lot of people have been talking about this, but they haven't been able to really figure out why. That I've heard of, that credit card, they would even decline someone's purchase, right? Because it doesn't make business sense. If you're PayPal, you make money by allowing people to make purchases through you. So to decline purchases is kind of bad, you know what I mean? Well, yes, Scuba, I agree with you. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms with e-juice isn't any of it. But you've got to remember, this is not tobacco. I agree, you agree, everyone here agrees. You do not use combustion to ingest this like you do tobacco. We all agree, the e-juice is not tobacco. But here's what and we all agree that nicotine is found in other products. You can do the research online. Nicotine is found in potatoes, tomatoes, eggplants, and several other vegetables. So when you go back to McDonald's, I've always said McDonald's French fries are addictive. I think it's because they have more nicotine in them. That's just my personal opinion. No fact whatsoever. But this is the reason they're being able to get away with declining people's purchases, is because they're citing this law. Now, like I just said, we all agree that e-juice is not tobacco. But okay, Nicorette, we would all agree is not tobacco, right? Nicorette is not tobacco. And I don't want to get into this cessation debate right now on whether or not one works and the other doesn't. We all have our own experiences with that. That's the reason why we become vapors. Nicorette is controlled under the ATF. Okay? The reason being that chewing gum is controlled by the ATF is because it has nicotine in it. Just like our e-juice. It is a byproduct of tobacco. Before everybody gets their panties in a bunch, hear me out. Nicotine, while it is found in other plants, is not yet extracted for use in e-cigs through any other plant than tobacco. That, in and of itself, makes this a tobacco byproduct. No way around that. The nicotine in your juice, unless you're using 0 milligram, can be classified in their goofy laws. And this is not, we've all agreed this is not tobacco. I agree with you. Okay? But I'm trying to kind of express how they are thinking about it. How they're getting away with declining people's purchases using the PACT Act, the Prevent All Cigarette Trafficking Act. Which is what these places are using and citing as the reason why they're declining purchases. They're trying to make it classified as just like Nicorette, as a tobacco byproduct kind of. And I'm not sure that byproduct is probably not the right word to be using. But I do not have a thesaurus with me right now, so I can't find the right word. I'm not sure if Mandy's in here. She's a publisher. She could probably help me. But the nicotine we do get in our e-juices does come from tobacco. That's how they're getting away with trying to lump it in with the tobacco. That's how they're going to try to get the taxes. You know, like Robert was talking about earlier this week, and my computer was acting up, so I missed a lot of his show. But I do know that he was touching on the tobacco taxes. I don't think it's going to go that far. Yes, there you go, Stina. It's derived from tobacco. The nicotine is. Yes, and you're right. You're right, Fred. They're trying to make it out to be a smoking cessation product, as in the patch gum or Chantix. Which Chantix is a whole different thing because, yeah, they are trying to make it to be a cessation product. The reason why, okay, and remember if you just joined us or whatnot, remember that, like I said, this goes back to its perception, not science. It's what they perceive, not fact. This is not an opinion. This is actually fact, what I just said. It's not based on the facts right now. You know how you can tell that? The ban in New York was based on what this looked like. Not what it is, what it looked like. That's all perception. Yes, I agree. For me, this is the only thing I have not used is Chantix to try to stop smoking. I used the Nicorette, I used Wellbutrin, I used the gums, the lozenges, the patches, everything. Nothing. I ended up chewing the gum or having the patch on and smoking at the same time. Vaping, awesome. You know what I mean? I haven't smoked in, goodness gracious, it seems like forever. And I can smell a smoker a mile away. It is a cessation product, but see, when you start, cessation means you're going to use this product until you stop smoking. Okay? That's what a cessation device is. Once you stop smoking, it is intended that a cessation device actually you stop use. That's the reason why you can't classify this as solely as a cessation product, because there's many people in this chat room that would tell you that they have no plans of ever quitting to vape. I know Hot Rod, if you caught his show last night, in the shop with Hot Rod, which he has an excellent show, guys. Come by on Wednesday nights and check it out right before It's Me, Stina Marie. Hot Rod has a great show. He does technical stuff. He goes over the builds. Right now he's doing basics. His very first show, he built a DNA 20 mod on air. So he has a great show, and he's somebody I pick brain with on tech stuff. And he can go over the tech stuff with you more. Hold on, I gotta catch up with chat. I got an itty bitty window open for chat, so it takes me a minute to catch up. See, to me, goodness, Tina Marie, I've heard horror stories about Chantix. I happen to have a script in my desk that I got the same time I ordered my first vaporizing kit, my first ego kit. And I never got it filled. I still have the actual paper script in my desk drawer, and I keep it as a reminder that this actually worked. Chantix is, for those that don't know, is kind of terrible. It's granted, it has been proven to help people stop smoking, but it is also a antipsychotic drug. And if you do any research on antipsychotic drugs, they work by changing your brain's chemistry. That's the reason why, if you've ever seen the Chantix commercials, they always have the warnings about suicide and depression and all that type of stuff, because they have to by law. Yeah. And Diana, there is actually been cases of that. I've read at least 2. Scuba, if your chat is lagging, I hate to see you go, but if you want to try to reload, if refreshing the page doesn't work, sometimes what you have to do is actually close out your browser and then open it back up and come back in, and sometimes that'll fix it. Well, see, there again, I would say yes and no, Cornbread. Fred, I would say yes and no. You can't lump all medical professionals in, just like you can't lumping all medical professionals in together as being antis against vaping or whatnot, or being in the pocket of Big Pharma, is like lumping all vapors into the uneducated cloud chaser category. Not that all cloud chasers are uneducated. There's a difference. I'm talking about the guys that just go get a freaking ICR battery and want to do a 0.4 sub ohm or some junk. Crazy people. And see, Tiger, excuse me, I have found that more and more. I don't go to the doctor regularly, but the last time I went when I was really sick, and my back, I have back problems and my back was acting up, I kind of waited to go until like I was sick and my back was acting up. And he actually told me that it's the same doctor that I've been going to since I was yay big. He said my lungs was a lot clearer, sounded a lot clearer. So I have no doubt that the doctors that are educating themselves about it would recommend it, because it's a harm reduction. Like Cornbread Fred was saying, it is a harm reduction product. I would put it in that category more so than the cessation products. While this will get you to quit smoking, a cessation product is designed to get you to quit smoking, and then you stop use of that product. And there is many vapors that will either go down to 0 and keep vaping because they like the taste, they like the hobby of vaping, and whatnot, and they still want that psychological effect of, that hand-to-mouth repetitive motion that is kind of, after years, psychologically built into your head. And you will actually miss that. You withdraw from that just as much as you do the nicotine. You know what I mean? Psychologically speaking. Yes, I do, Mello. And I do not have the Juice Witch website. It's just juicewitch.com, witch with a Y. He has, maybe Josh can go get them, or Stina Marie can go get the links for me, but he has awesome juices, and I can recommend several. Mello, if you're wanting to try like a sample pack, or you're wanting, I would recommend his sample pack if he's got them back in stock yet, because that's the best way to experience a lot of different flavors. But I happen to have right in front of me, I don't know if I can get you to see that. Oh yes, Orange Magic. Orange Magic from the Juice Witch is very good. His peanut butter banana bread, which I have an empty bottle somewhere around here, is awesome. I finished that little bitty bottle in an hour or two. That stuff is great. Oh, your wife won a $15 code. Great. If you get a sample pack, you get the little bottles. I'm not sure. It's labeled on his. It's listed on his site. I'm not sure how. I think it's 5 mils or 6 mil bottles. Mandy is on Monday nights. I'm not sure if she's coming on with Ken or not tonight. Probably not, I would guess. Mandy is on Monday nights and Sunday night with Ken. But after me, Lick the Tip with Ken will be on. Anodizes RI, making custom drip tips. And I totally had a Squagger moment, guys. So you're going to have to just forgive me about that. You know what I mean? we'll just sit here and look at my Squagger for a minute. How about that? Sorry about that. Squagger. I know, aren't they so cute? Squaggers look like they'd be vicious, but like better than a guard dog. You know what I mean? Well, since everybody wants to share their flavors, I am currently vaping on Orange Magic, just because that's what I had in my dripper before I came. What is everybody else vaping on, and why? Vaping is such a beautiful thing, guys. It saves so many people's lives, including mine. Good Life Twilight Zone. Diana, you must indulge me and tell me what Twilight Zone is. What kind of flavors are in Twilight Zone? Riddle says, I am vaping on Hurricane Vapors Peaches and Cream. I love peaches and cream vapes. Pitbull's Puppy Drool, cause it's so damn good. That is right. And Tina Marie, I don't know how long you've had your Puppy Drool. But I'm going to tell you, the longer it steeps, the better. I've vaped about half of it, and then I put the other half up for like a month and a half and let it steep. And oh my gosh, the strawberries come out so much after that long. Stripper Cake from Insane E-Liquids. Thank you there, Arm Vapor. I don't know if you was in the hangout, but I did say the other day I had to get a haircut, and if you'll look, kind of shaved a little bit too. I still have my, you know, the hair on my face for Stina Marie and everybody else. Bug crap on my Igo W on my Magneto. Mother's Milk on Igo W4, Chiyu clone, and PB banana bread. In my Aspire on my Vemo 5. Why? Because I have a vaping addiction, and they are all yummy. Well said. And guys, I can't stress enough. It's when you go to try flavors, make sure you have, if you ever find you that vape that just is just that vape. For Stina Marie, it's Bug Crap. I know that's one of her favorites. I have several. I have to keep those around, and the reason being, I like to try other vendors' juice. But if you get a juice that doesn't set right with your taste buds, it's always great to have one that you have on hand always to go back to. Unicorn says, I cannot wait to get my Bug Crap. I have a bottle of Bug Crap in my little juice box over here behind me. Bug Crap is great. I encourage everyone to go to SoCalTortuga.com and check out his site. Bug Crap is an awesome juice. You can vape it straight out of the mailbox, and it changes as it steeps. All flavors, you might say, changes as they steep. But what I mean by that, and SoCal will tell him himself, is like one day you'll pick up more of the apple as the upfront note. One day you might pick up more of the raspberry. So each day that you go, one of the flavors actually kind of moves up to the front, and the others go kind of as back notes. It's really nice. Thank you, Tiger, for the link. You are traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of taste. A journey into a wonderless land of pineapples, raspberries, and wonder. Next stop, the Twilight Zone. You know what, Diana? You should write me out a version of that all to do with vaping so I can read it and turn it into an intro. Love My Turtle! Welcome to the room, Love My Turtle. I am graciously graced with Love My Turtle. I bet talking about SoCalTortuga.com got Love My Turtle over here. Unfortunately, as far as I know, hey, I forgot who adopted you from me, Love My Turtle, but I'm going to adopt you back pretty soon. Well, yeah, obviously. But I would like that to be wrote out into a vaping thing, because it's kind of there already. Excuse me. Vaping too much and my throat gets dry easily. Deadly Sins from Good Life. It's... Y'all see that. I won't finish that. I've heard Good Life has some good juices, and I really need to get a sample pack from them just because they are a Georgia vendor, and I like to support my Georgia vendors. Always support your local vendors, even if they're... I like to support my local brick and mortars as much as I can. My brick and mortars doesn't tend to have... my brick and mortars doesn't tend to have a lot of the gear that I need. For the most part, they only carry ICR batteries, so I can't even go and shop with them on batteries right now. That being said, support your, as much as you can, support your local B&Ns. Support your in-state vendors as well. I have a line out to one Georgia vendor that might be ghosting my show now, and he might actually be in the chat list. I'm not sure. But if he is, he can say hey if he wants to. If not, you know who I'm talking about. Hey. And guys, I am trying to still work in works trying to get a couple more, not too many more. I don't want to overload my show with sponsors, but I do want to get some more sponsors in the mix. I want to bring in sponsors that's not already on Vapors Nation, like Moon Mountain. I was excited as everything to get because I haven't had a juice yet from them that I haven't liked. I've only tried a few, but you know, I haven't really had a juice that I've found from them yet that I've disliked. Even the ones where the flavors wasn't really my taste of things. The kind of flavors that I like I don't generally like absinthe flavors, but they have a Apollo's absinthe, I think it is. And that is actually a good flavor, even though I couldn't vape on it all the time. And I am thinking that I am not seeing, for some reason, the entered and exit things no more. But maybe I am, because if SoCal just came in the room, I did not see him. But anyway, back to my show. It is 8:51, almost 9 o'clock. I have a ton of giveaways to get through. Let's do 130 mil from Baker White. One's in the room if you would like Baker White.
Certified used cars nationwide, and they'll ship one to a store near you.
No, nobody wants Baker White. I could skip them. I mean, you know.
CarMax, start here.
I need a pen is what I need. Or a pencil. Ha! Got a pencil, now I need a sharpener. 11111. All right, Baker White it is. 130 mil of this again, guys, is a 30 mil of your choice from BakerWhite.com. You can find the list of flavors here in the link that I'm about to put in the room at BakerWhiteInc.com. That is their direct link to their list of flavors. If you are the winner, please go to that link and find your flavor. If you're wanting a viewer and you're wanting to right, Fred? If you're wanting to purchase Baker White, you can go to either iowaecigs.com or you can go to hoosierecigs.com or ecig.com. They're the only two places that I am aware of that actually sell Baker White online. There's the link to Hoosier e-cig in case y'all want to go buy some Baker White. Now, back to the giveaway for 130 mil of Baker White. We will do a slash around them in the room and see if, again guys, please, if you've won in the last 30 days, please piff, because our vendors, if you have won either here on our network or on another network, our vendors do not have to send out prizes if you have already won from them in 30 days, regardless of what network it is. And they're starting to do that on all the networks. So here we go. Slash random in the room. Mellow 425. Do you want Baker White, ma'am? Mellow 4025. Are you here? Please respond if you, well, respond either way. But let me know if you want the Baker White or if you would like to piff it, hun. We'll wait just a minute and let me see if she if Mello responds. Let me know. I'm watching chat now. Mello, you have, I don't know, a few minutes to well, not a few minutes, a few seconds to respond. Yeah, Mello's pencil is broken, but I know Mello's here. Yeah, Mello was here. There Mello is. Thank you, Mello, for responding. Do you want Baker White, a 30 ml bottle? Or would you like to piff? I seen the response. I'm going to take it that you want the Baker White. Go to there and then go to my winner's form. Oh, goodness, it looks like one link. That is actually two links, folks. You can go to Baker White Inc., pick out your flavor, your nick strength, ratio, and all that. Then go to vaporsnation.net and my winner's form, that second link up there, and fill that out. Let me know that you won, Mello, and I will get that out to you as soon as I'll send everything out in the morning. Piff to Jess85. Jess85, would you like the Baker White? Jess, please respond. There Vapor Jess is. Thank you, Jess. Please go to my winner's form right there. Fill it out. Tell me what flavor from Baker White you want. Let me know your nick strength, your flavor, your ratio, all the information in the winner's form, your address, and please include your screen name. And I will send that out to them. And once again, there goes the index page for Baker White's flavors. All right, guys. So that is two giveaways out of the way, and I have a lot more. Well, not a lot, but a pretty good bit. We're about an hour into the show, so I probably need to stop talking as much and start doing giveaways. And everybody said, "Yay!" What size bottle, Vapor Jess? It is a 30 ml bottle of your choice. So be sure to go to the link and to the Baker White link there and pick your choice of flavor. Tell me your nicotine strength and your ratio, and I will send that out to them in the morning, and you should have it within about a week because they've been pretty fast. And it might help if I to actually vape if I take my locking ring off of my K100. Duh. And the ratings go up. Yes, that always goes up. I've only did 2 giveaways so far tonight, guys, and I have several more to go. Just so you know that I actually do vape Baker White. Oh, I grabbed mint chip, but there you go. I have 3 bottles of Baker White myself. This is mint chip, which is actually a pretty good mint chocolate. It has that same thing that most chocolates do. It has that overdone cocoa taste. My favorite from them that I have tried has been cappuccino. And the reason why I like that is it tastes like the cappuccino I have every morning. So it actually, yes, Southern Vapors entered and left. That is another different pet peeve of mine, but we'll get on that later. So we have Unicorn had the first win from Venerable, and yes, I have everything down now. Yeah, I won't touch on that right now. Unicorn and Vapor Jazz. Guys, I'm sorry if you hear me typing. I'm going to type everything into my notepad so I know who won. Alright, good night, Sharon. I appreciate you coming out. No, I do not have a stalker. I actually have somebody else from the south that thought it would be a good idea to create a vaping channel called Southern Vapors. I'm not sure if they seen my name before they created their channel or not. I don't care. It's not copyrighted. We all know who the original Southern Vapors is. So I do need to knock out a few of these giveaways, guys. Not all of them, but a few of them. I think I am going to do one giveaway from Quacks. Would anybody like? Uh-oh, did I miss something from Josh? I've got an itty bitty window here, and I did not see anything. Quack. Alrighty then. We will do a giveaway for Quack's Juice, Goose and Gizzard. When you win this giveaway, just let me know that you won Quack's Juice from quacksjuicefactory.com. We will do a slash random for this. You do actually get 2 10 mils. And I do have some news for everyone about Quacks in just a minute. Lover, are you there? Harley Lover. Harley Lover, are you there? Please respond in the room. Harley Lover, are you there, sir? We'll give him a few seconds, guys, and then we'll re-roll if he does not respond. I like to give everybody a chance to win. Piff, I just won a bunch of juice on another show. That's awesome, Harley. Thank you, man. Would you like me to re-roll, or would you like to piff it yourself to a particular viewer? And I'll get the music back on as soon as we get done with this giveaway, guys. Re-roll? Okay. Pandora thinks I'm asleep, so I apologize for that. Chris in Tennessee, are you out there? A lot of new names to the Vapors Nation Network that I have not seen before. Chris in Tennessee, are you out there? We'll give Chris a few, and I'm probably mispronouncing that name, guys, but we'll give him a few minutes to respond. Thank you, Unicorn. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Chrisen, TN. I'm assuming that's for Tennessee, the way you have it in capital letters. Chrisen, are you out there, brother? We're going to give him a few more seconds, guys, and then we'll re-roll. And I don't want to switch screens to get Pandora going until we get that done. We will. Okay, Stina, let me know, and I'll check with you in a minute. I am going to get Pandora going again because I can't stand the silence. I have to have background music. I am listening, Pandora. I am listening, Pandora. Okay, guys, you're probably going to hear an ad right now. That's the way Pandora usually does. Uh-oh, Juggalo Joe pointed up. Okay, so re-roll. We do have a commercial, guys. I cannot do nothing about that, so we will do a slash random one more time. Nobody wants to claim Quack's Juice. which I do not know why. I personally love goose juice. Diana, would you like to try Quack's juice? Did I miss her, guys? There she is. Yes, Diana, that is all yours. Please go to the winner's form right here. Fill it out. Let me know that you won the Quacks tonight, and I will get them out within 48 hours, depending on if everyone on my that wins tonight gets the forms into me tonight. I'll get everything off first thing in the morning. If not, I have to wait the 48 hours before I send it. So don't be a dick. If you win, go fill out the winner's form. Congratulations, Diana. Yes, they do have a website, but you do, and I will put that out there because I do need to pimp their website like always. Here you go, quacksjuicefactory.com. They only have 2 flavors out, Goose and Gizzard. Goose is, to me, a lovely, creamy vanilla custard. Gizzard is a chocolate vape. And you know how a lot of vapes don't. A lot of chocolate vapes, you get that kind of burnt cocoa taste with this. With vapes, with their chocolate vapes, it's very sweet and very creamy, very textury. It's almost like a little bit sweeter and richer Tootsie Roll, in my opinion. Frozen Pond, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm not sure. I have not been to his website today. Yes, it says coming soon. That's Frozen Pond. 9 to 14 days. I got an email from Quacks. He said he was waiting till he gets all of his flavorings. He's got the recipe down pat. He's waiting for him to get all the flavorings in. Once he gets those in, he's going to release the flavor. He said 9 to 14 days, and that was, I think, a day or two ago. If you go to my Facebook page, facebook.com//flavor chasers, you will see the post that I put up there. Frozen Pond is coming soon. Right now, all winners from Quack's Juice Factory receive 1 10 mil of each of his juices, Goose and Gizzard. So that's 20 meals for our winners. Once he releases Frozen Pond, I have been informed that you will receive a total of 30 meals, 10 meals each, one of each of his flavors. Quacks is an awesome sponsor that way. He really does want to get his juice into your hands because he is confident that most people love it enough to come back. Taste is subjective. Some people I've found don't care for one or don't care for the other. But I love them. My personal favorite right now is Goose Juice. I'm interested in the Frozen Pond. Yes, Diana, please let me know your Nick strength, hon. I'm sorry. Always, if you win juice, guys, we need to know your Nick strength. Quack's juice in particular is high VG. I believe 100% VG is what he's got on his site. And that's the only one that your ratio won't really matter because it's proprietary. It's all VG pretty much. Thank you for listening to the Nick levels there for me, Scuba. I hope everybody is experiencing a great vape week, getting great vape mail. I'm not going to ask the proverbial question of, what did you get in vape mail? But I hope everybody is getting stuff. If you have something that you've got in that you want to share, please do not put in any links about products that you've got in. But if you want to share what you have, please go ahead. I personally have got in some great stuff this week, some wins that I have from other shows. I got in a 30 amp battery. Yay. I'm rocking a 0.9 ohm coil. Sub on me. Awesome, Diana. Forever Amber, vaping is a harm reduction way of basically getting your nicotine. Vaping is not like smoking. In smoking, you have to have combustion. Vaping vaporizes a liquid called e-juice, produces vapor. like steam that you inhale and you get your nicotine. We are vapors. Really, Tiger? How are you liking the AGAT2? Thank you there, Manimal. Glad to see you, brother. Didn't know you was in the room. I'm kind of keeping my eyes off of the chat list for right now. Let me go down here and put Diana 1, what Diana 1, so I have it in my records. Alrighty, that's there. For those that do not know, cause I pimp everything and everybody just about. What's up for Fast Tech? Because I have never ordered from there. Probably won't, just because you can't track their shipping. That's the only thing I don't like about there. Meshwick, Cornbread Fred. I have never messed with Meshwick. Oh, awesome! How are you liking the Tropic Thunder? I haven't tried that. And I haven't yet to mess with Meshwick. Once I get a RBA, I'll probably get a little bit to play around with. Oh, my bad. Thank you. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to interfere in y'all's conversation. You know, Diana, Fast Tech doesn't really scare me. They're just another vendor. Believe it or not, they used to have a reputation for being fast. The reason why their shipping is so slow has nothing to do with them as a vendor. It has to do basically where the country that they live in and the control of that country on their vendors. The wait time doesn't really bother me so much as not being able to track your packages until it hits the States. And see, Tina and Scuba, what they're discussing is one single flavor, and as you can see, taste is subjective. One picks up one note where another one won't. You know? That's the reason why, and I tell people too, it's a lot like people's cooking. When you think about the taste is subjective thing, you really need to compare it to like people's cooking. Like, okay, taste is subjective. You might go over to your aunt's house and she might have cooked an awesome lasagna that you just love. And then again, you know, that tastes completely different than a Swanson TV dinner lasagna. You know, different people's apple pie is going to hit better and miss better than for different people. You know, taste is subjective. Let me get this vape out of my way of my camera here so I can see. Oh, me. Scragger moment. See, we've done Venerable Vaping, we've done Quacks, and we have done Baker White. Yeah, and that's the thing. Stina Marie makes a good point. Almost everything hardware-wise comes from China. Very, very few. That is not that's not 100% blanket rule. There are some things that are manufactured in the U.S. Those things tend to cost immense amounts of money compared to those made in China. Example, the K100 that I have in my hand come from China, but I bought it from a U.S. vendor, if that makes sense. Manufacturing cost for vendors is so low in China versus other places, which The reasoning being is that the wages that they pay their people and whatnot, and that's a social political thing that I'm not going to go into. But most everything is made that we have as far as hardware comes from China. Not all, but most. Even if it's a U.S. vendor that does a lot of production, a lot of times they'll have that production in China, just because the cost of manufacturing is so much lower there. Exactly right, Cornbread Fed. And Cornbread, I don't know if you've been around or not. I'm usually at a lot of shows, but I haven't seen you. If this is your first time coming to the show, thanks for stopping in, brother. Well, must have been my missing pass then. I'm usually multitasking during other people's shows. Right, Thunderhead, right. Glad to see you come out, Thunderhead.
My hands are broken, and time is going on.
Right. All right, guys, I'm having a little swagger moment, but it's okay. You ordered more Twilight Zone. Awesome. And see, that's one thing that, you know, sometimes you can get in one of them oh, thank you, Thunder. Sometimes you can get in one of them ruts. There's so much out there. It's a lot like when you're talking about vape juices or e-juices, e-liquid. There's so much out there. It's a lot like talking about food. So what? You got a cinnamon roll from one vendor. There's a gazillion vendors that make cinnamon roll, and every one of them is going to be a little different. It's kind of like there's a lot of bakeries that make cinnamon rolls, and everyone's going to be a little different. And you can get in a rut with trying vendors' juices that you've never tried before, of having almost everything not please your palate like you want it to. And it's just an awesome thing when you find one of them vendors that has juice that just blows you away. It's like, yes, this is what that should taste like. And to find that and then be able to reorder juice from them. That's just an awesome thing. I have experienced a lot of juice from most of our vendors, not just mine. I've experienced juice from almost all of my vendors that's on my show. I'm still waiting for an order from Venerable, and I will tell you all about those juices when I get them. But it's one of them things that sometimes there's I always say there's too many vendors and not enough time or money. Because even if you had the money to go buy a sample pack from every vendor, you would be trying juice for like a year. You know what I mean? And there's more vendors coming out all the time. Oh, man. It's getting a little cold in here, guys. I haven't really checked the national news reports. I'm not sure what everybody's weather is. I probably shouldn't have said that. But we're having another cold snap here in Georgia. It's supposed to, the next couple of nights, it's supposed to be in the 20s and 18. And for those of you that do not know, I do not have heat in this room. So I'm starting to get a little bit chilly. Well, and see, that's the thing. That's the wonderful thing about so many vendors. Like I have a session with cinnamon roll flavors. If a vendor that I go to that I'm placing an order usually has cinnamon roll, I will usually throw in the smallest bottle they have of their cinnamon roll just to try it, because I have found a really great cinnamon roll in my opinion. And I'm looking for that from another vendor, I guess. And I haven't been able to find it. So 17 degrees in Chattanooga this morning. Wow. We had a night like that about 2 weeks ago. We had 3 or 4 nights like that. It was one night it got down to 9 degrees. And I know some of you people that's in chat are from up north or up in New England or the Northwest. And you're like, 17 degrees, 9 degrees. Oh my gosh, that's so not cold. Because you've been dealing with the Arctic, what have they been calling it? Polar vortex is what they've been calling it. Stephen Colbert was making fun of it the other day. So all that polar air that's sweeping the nation is hitting y'all harder, obviously. But here in Georgia, we are not used to that weather. We had no snow, no ice, and our schools was closed because it was 9 degrees. Because our heat, we don't put in the money for the heating systems. It would overwork our heating systems in our schools. So, you know, they just had to close because they couldn't keep the kids warm. .9 28 gauge Cathol, great vape. I have .9 at 30 gauge Cathol. I am got to get some 28 Cathol, and the reason being is you have more with lower gauge wire, guys. You'll have more wraps, which translates to more surface area that's getting heated on the wick, which creates more vapor, a better vape, so on and so forth. Yeah, I know what you mean, Tina Marie. If we have an inch of snow here, school shut down. People forget how to drive, even if it's not freezing. And driving in the snow is not that bad. It's when it melts and freezes that it's bad. All right, guys. Let's do our last Venerable Vapings giveaway. I've heard Jay's Tears is great. I can't wait to try AJ's juices. Get the bread, it's going to snow. Yes, yes indeed. Down here, if there is a slight chance of a forecast of snow, ice, sleet, rain, or anything here in Georgia, if you don't go to the grocery store within a couple hours, you will not be able to find bread, milk, or cheese. Which has always tripped me out, because bread, milk, and cheese doesn't make for good meals by themselves. Tropic Thunder is so good. I'm glad you like it. That's one from Hat Trick that I'm actually wanting to try. As I was saying, guys, we will do a Venerable Vaping giveaway, a code for a 15 mil. Please let me know. You don't have to actually, on this one, you don't need to let me know your Nick strength level or anything, because it is a code. So you'll win tonight. I'll get the code from AJ tomorrow and probably send it out to you tomorrow evening in your email. So please make sure you include a valid email for all of your on the winners forms, guys. We're going to do a slash random in the room for Jay's juices, or ghetto juice, I think is the other thing. Caroline, my Caroline, we have talked so much, me and Kristen Pickle. You are here. Please, well, you don't actually have to go to the website, but for those that want the website, I'm going to include that in with my winners form link. Caroline, please go to the second link there to let me know that you won juice from Venerable Vaping, and I will get the code out to you in the next couple of days. Please look for a email from southernvapor@yahoo.com. As soon as I get the code from AJ, I will send it straight along to you, hon. Congratulations. I'm so glad you won. And for those that do not know, I met Kristen Pickle and Caroline, which I believe are sisters. Correct me if I'm wrong. on other networks in chats, because I visit other networks quite regularly. And I believe I was around when right after Kristen first started vaping. Yep, there you go. They're sisters, and I'm so glad that they came out to the show. I'm not sure if they've caught one of my other shows. My last show, I was kind of under the weather, and I pushed through it anyway. And I've been told that it was a pretty decent show for me being sick and having a fever. Oh, thank you, hon. I love you too. I love all of the viewers, guys. It really touches my heart when I think about this network and what I've seen it do for people. But all the networks, really. I mean, but for ours, we really do love our viewers, guys. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. You are what makes Vapors Nation. Coming in, our regulars, we love to always have new people and have new people come in and get hooked on a show. Our schedule is below. If you scroll down on the page that you're on, our schedule is below us. Has our shows. We have a real full schedule now. I believe all of the primetime slots are taken up. All of our shows are great. Some are more content based than others. Mine is kind of like in the middle. I don't really have a lot of content. I use the web articles to kind of give a little bit of content as a kickoff, and then kind of feed off the chat. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's the reason why we have them both here on this Vaughn channel. If you scroll down, you'll see the complete schedule. And we also have them on vaporsnation.net, not .com, but .net. On vaporsnation.net, we also, there's also our schedule, but there's also our contact forms. If you ever want to get in touch with any host on Vapors Nation and suggest ideas for a show, suggest ideas for vendors that you would like to see to be on the network, any kind of suggestions that you may have, go to vaporsnation.net. And when you get there to the home page, if you look to the left, you'll see a list of all the different hosts. And that's their contact form, which is a separate form than the winner's form. For prizes, obviously, you need to fill out the winner's form because it has the, the address, email, all the stuff that we need to get your prize to you. We are very open at Vapors Nation. Most all of our hosts are very open to improve our shows. When we get feedback from viewers, we love it. And we actually respond to it. I know I do. So if anytime any of our viewers want to suggest a sponsor that you would like me to see have on my show, you can always contact me at the contact form. Any articles that you see related to vaping that you think would be good to be read on the show or mentioned on the show, please let me know, and I would love to do that. You can also contact me. I'm going to give out my Facebook page, guys. Please go like that. It's not my personal Facebook. It's for Flavor Chasers. Yes, I do, Diana. There it is. Huh. Oh. And see, this is one thing that can happen. When you use a dripping atomizer, you can actually flood the addy. And then that kind of will suffocate. Most people will go through it because they don't want to waste the juice, but I found a quick way if you ever flood your addy, and it's just a RDA. Just take off the top cap, like you just seen me do, and that I actually get the little bit of residue juice. And no, I didn't just fling that on my carpet. I actually have a big piece of paper down here for just that. Because I knew I was going to be sitting here for 2 hours straight, and flooding your addy happens. Yeah, I get caught up in everything, Cornbread, so I'm trying to get the hang. It's still, this is only like my third show or so I'm trying to get used to the layout of the timing and everything. But yeah, I need to plug my Facebook more often. And since you said that, here's more often. Go like my page. All right, so we have two from Quacks, 2 from Venerable that we've got under our belt. We have one from Baker White that we've got under our belt. Let's see. Did we have 2 from Quacks? Alright. And we have one more from Moon Mountain. I'm going to wait a little bit longer for the Moon Mountain one. As far as I know, guys, Ken with Anodizers RI, which I do not have his Facebook page handy. Stina Marie, if you have Ken's. Yeah, I was looking. I know I did one from Baker White. I did one from Quacks. One from... Let me look. One from Baker White. One from Quacks. 2 from Venerable. So you're right. You are right. Indeed. Thank you for that catch. So I still have one more from Quacks, and I have the big one from Moon Mountain. And guys, thank you, Thunderhead. That link that Thunderhead put in the room is Anodizers RI, and I think Diana got it also. That is Ken's page. He makes awesome drip tips. He's going to be up next. I believe he's coming on tonight. And he will, if you've never seen his show, just watching him make those beautiful drip tips will hypnotize you. And he's got a lot of good conversation in with it. So you are right there, Stina. We did only do one from Quacks. So we have one from Quacks to do, and then we have a 50 mil tonight of Moon Mountain. And I'm going to put this out to the room. Guys, would you rather have 2 different winners? And it's not for tonight. This is for future shows. Would you rather have 2 different winners on Moon Mountain to win 115 mil? Or would y'all rather have one winner and only win 150 mil? Because if I get a consensus from chat that you would rather have 2 people in chat on my shows win a 15 mil each from Moon Mountain, then I will go. I have the option to go with that. Tonight we're going with a 50 mil win. Right? Well, this is the first night that Moon Mountain has been a sponsor. So I did go with the bigger juice. Okay, guys. Seems like the general consensus is 2 winners, 2 winners, 2 winners, 2 winners. So, okay, well, tonight, guys, I already have it set up for tonight that one winner will win a 50 mil. So that's for tonight's show. For next week's show, I will contact Moon Mountain and see if we can switch to the 215s, because they gave me that as an option. So for tonight, we're going to do 150 mil of Moon Mountain, but we do have one more giveaway from Quacks coming up. And Stina Marie or one of my Vaping Tom, any of my mods, could you give me a room count, please? Wow, 48 guys. Wow. Thank y'all so much, man. 49. That y'all are awesome. Y'all are so awesome, man. I can't believe that many people want to come hear me ramble about nothing for 2 hours. I am so boring. Alright guys, we are going to do a giveaway. So, if you are away from the computer and can hear the sound of my voice, I suggest you run into your computer right now. Right now. Not later, now. Because once I give you the, once the random comes up, you have only a little while to respond. I don't use a timer yet like Chris, but because I'm not high-tech yet. I know, Cornbread. Here for free shit. So, we will do a slash random in the room for Quacks. Quack's Goose Juice, once again, guys, is great juice. I invite everybody to go visit their website at quacksjuicefactory.com. We'll do a slash random in the room for Okie Music Girl, another longtime chatter that I've known since I've started vaping. Okie, are you there? Okie, respond for me, hun. Alright, Okie, I think you may have had Quacks before. Go to the second link there that I just put in, and I'll re-put that in case, just for you. As you know, you will get 1 10 mil each, as I covered earlier, of Goose and Gizzard juice. And my keyboard is acting goofy, not wanting to let me copy and paste. We will paste that there. Alrighty then, guys. Let me go down here on my notepad, and as suggested by my friend Cornbread Fed there, and type in Okie Music Girl and what she won. There we go. We have one more winner for tonight, guys. We have a little bit more time to left. I'll spread that out a little bit. I want to read a story. Stina Marie, are you there, hon? If you are there, I would like your opinion. Squagger. Oh, piffing to Riddle. Yes, you can. You can piff to Riddle. Riddle? Yeah, I got it, Giggles. Riddle, I didn't see you respond, but let me respond. Let me respond. Riddle, please respond if you're still in the room. Stina, while you're here, I won it last night. Piff, do you want me to re-roll Riddle, or do you want me to, do you have somebody that you would like to piff to? Thank you for your honesty, brother. Would you like me to re-roll Riddle, or do you have somebody? Arm Vapor. Arm Vapor! Arm Vapor, if you are in chat, please respond. You have just been piffed, Quack's Juice. I need you to respond, though, if you are in the room and want the prize. Okay, Thunderhead. See you later, man. Arm Vapor, you know what to do, and if you don't, I will tell you. You just go right, it's very simple. You go right there and go to the vaporsnation.net that I just put in there in my winners form, fill that out, and I will get that information sent off tomorrow, sir, and you should have Quacks within about a week. I hope you enjoy it. I myself find that I like the Goose Juice better. I think that is the first moderator that has won on my show tonight, guys, which is always good. I love for my mods to win, but I really want my viewers to win. So, you know, I love my mods. A lot of the different hosts here hang out outside of the show, so we do a lot of interaction. It's always good if they win. Sure, Ken, I think you should. I mean, Ken, I don't think it'll take you that long to rebuild the RSST. So I think you can do both, actually, there. It looks like the general consensus here is that you should rebuild it. I would say, you know, I would think, Ken, you got a 2-hour time slot, and you know you can run over if you want to. I would think that you could build probably both and still have about an hour if you just wanted to stay in your time slot, and quit at, what is it, 12 or 1 o'clock, and be good. I think you could do both builds and do some drip tip runs within your time frame without having to be rushed. It doesn't really take that long to build. It takes a little longer when you're explaining things, though. Oh, back to Stina Marie. I was going to ask, do you think I should read the gummy bear story? It is non-vaping related. So guys, I think I am going to read this right here. I don't have the link to the Yahoo Answers. I was looking for it, but I don't have a link to the... That's just because you like the guy that posed by the devil. Oh, gummy bears. They are so tasty and delicious, and you can never eat just one. In fact, most of us eat them by the handful. And with diet season in full swing, some of us may be looking at the sugar-free alternative to help ease the gummy bear cravings. But before you hop on Amazon to make a bulk purchase of sugar-free variety, you may just want to read the safety warnings, or better yet, take a look at the user-submitted reviews. We've compiled the best of the best for you here at Slightly Viral. And guys, I have a really long review, but I'm going to read it. And again, this is not vaping related. This is just something kind of off topic, kind of lighthearted, meant for laughs, but it is actual reviews. That's actually on Amazon.com, which are funny as everything. The first review of these sugar-free gummy bears that I just read about goes like this. First of all, for taste, I would rate these as a 5. So good, soft, true to taste fruit flavors like the sugar variety. I was a happy camper. But, or should I say, but, not long after eating about 20 of these, all hell broke loose. I had a gastronomical experience like nothing I have ever imagined. Cramps, sweating, bloating beyond my worst nightmare. I've had food poisoning from some bad shellfish, and that was almost like a skip in the park compared to what was going on inside me. Then came the flatulence. Heavens to marigold. The sounds like trumpets calling the demons back to hell. The stench like 1,000 rotten corpses vomited. I couldn't stand to stay in one room for fear of succumbing to my own odors. But wait, there's more. What came out of me felt like someone tried to funnel Niagara Falls through a coffee straw. I swear I lost my place. Squirtle. It felt like my delicate starfish was gaping projectile, vomiting a torrential flood of toxic waste, 100% liquid, flammable liquid, napalm. I was actually a bit humorous for a nanosecond, as it was just beyond anything I could imagine, and it went on for hours. I felt violated. When it was over, which I think might have been sometime in the early morning of the next day, there was stuff coming out of me that I ate at my wedding in 2005. I have 5 pounds of these innocent-looking, delicious, tasty hell bears, so I told a friend about what happened to me, thinking it had to be some type of sensitivity I had to the sugar substitute. And in spite of my warnings and graphic descriptions, she decided to take her chances and take them off of my hands. Silly woman. All of the same for her. And a phone call from her while on the toilet because of you kind of end up in, let's see. Silly woman, all of the same for her, and a phone call from her while on the toilet because you kind of end up living in the bathroom for a spell. Telling me she really wished she would have listened. I think she was crying. Her sister was skeptical and suspected that we were exaggerating, so she took them to work. Since there was still 99% of a 5-pound bag left, she works for a construction company where there are builders, roofers, house painters, landscapers, etc. Lots of people who generally have limited access to toilets on a given day. I can't imagine where all those poor men and women pooped that day. I keep envisioning men on roofs crossing their legs and trying to decide if they can make it down the ladder or if they should just jump. if you order these, best of luck to you, and please don't post a video review during the aftershocks. And the next one tickled me the most. It says ideal gift for Congress representatives. The reviews are so helpful. It is so difficult to be sure you are buying something over the internet that is exactly what you are searching for. I am sending a bag of these to every member of Congress to show my deepest and sincerest gratitude. And there's many more reviews on the gummy bears that will make you laugh like crazy. There's the link. That is my non-vaping related rant story and all that kind of goodness for today. Let me get some of these tabs closed down. Yeah, too much aspartame. Probably so. And I don't need that open anymore. So we'll close that down. All right. Oh my goodness, Tina, you wouldn't do your old man like that, would he? I mean, that's like evil. So guys and gals in Vapeland, I thank you once again for coming out. We're going to do the Moon Mountain giveaway very shortly in just a few minutes. I only have about 15 minutes left. Only have about 15 minutes left. Ken's getting set up. Ken, please let me know if you get set up a few minutes early and I can dip out. I do have one more giveaway to go. But if you get set up with everything that you need a little early, I'll let you jump on. Since you already wanted to do some builds and whatnot, you know, every little second counts. Guys and girls, gentlemen of all ages, I do encourage you to go out and check out Moon Mountain Vapor. They have some really good juice. One of my favorites is Earth is a Blueberry. There's their website right there, moonmountainvapor.com. Earth is a Blueberry is a very creamy, if you like the creamy vapes, it's a creamy blueberry. Space Apes is a awesome banana and chocolate, and I think it's got hazelnut. I'm not sure if it's hazelnut. I forget, but it's a nut. The nut flavor is very light. You get more of the chocolate and banana, in my opinion. The Space Apes is awesome. The ones that I've got to try from them that are on the way, should be here I think in a day or two, are Buzzberry, which I've been told by the Vape Dork that is a very good fruit mix flavor. I've got the Touchdown flavor, which is their key lime flavor. And what is the other one I got? I want to say Apple Apocalypse, but I'm not sure. And I'll let y'all, we'll discuss those, how they sit with my taste buds on the next show. Let me load up my dripper here, guys. Moon Mountain, if y'all been to any big vape conventions, they tend to usually try their best to send a representative to the bigger vape conventions. I'm not sure if they was there in Texas when Stina Marie went last. I forgot to ask her. Yes, I like their website description too. It's for those that have not visited Moon Mountain. Again, I encourage you to. Their theme is, of course, the moon. The lunatics make the juice on the moon, and that's the reason why all of their names, like the Apple Apocalypse, freaking Earth is a Blueberry, Buzzberry. They got Moon. I think it's Moon Rocks. Space Apes, everything has a space twist to it. Luna Arctics. But Stina Marie, you know I don't talk right to begin with. Once again, guys, that is their website right here. This giveaway is for a 50 mil. A 50 mil. This is a 30 mil of one juice, not from Moon Mountain. This is a 50 mil, and you can't really tell the difference, but it's a huge difference, like 20 mils. Duh. If you haven't tried Moon Mountain before, my suggestion would be to go to their website, check out their flavor descriptions, and pick something that you think that you would like, because it is a 50 mil. And they have awesome juice. So we'll do a slash random in the room. Yeah, their sample packs are awesome too. We'll do a slash random in the room. Scuba, would you like a 50 mil of Moon Mountain, sir? Yes, sir, you would. Okay. Go out. Moon Mountain is a code. So you can wait for me to send you the code. There goes my winner's form. Just let me know that you want a 50 mil on Moon Mountain, on my show. Give me your screen name and fill out all of the form. And as soon as I get the code, I will email that to you. So make sure you put a valid email. I will email you that code in a few days. Excuse me, probably tomorrow or... See, tomorrow's Friday, probably tomorrow or Saturday at the latest. I should have the code by the end of tomorrow. Be looking for a email from southernvapor@yahoo.com. Be sure to check your spam. If you haven't got that from me by Monday morning, please email me and or get in touch with me through vaporsnation.net. I should send that out within 48 hours. Congratulations, brother. I'm glad one of my regulars was able to win it. I hope you enjoy that. And let me know what flavor you're going to get if you don't already know once you do. And how you enjoy it. Let me go down here. Put Scuba on here and put what he won so I have it down on my list. Alright, I got you down. Right, Stina? I love Earth is a Blueberry. But now if you don't like if you don't like the creamy vapes, you might not like it. If you don't like blueberry, you sure won't like it. But now if you like a creamy vape, it's a creamy blueberry vape. And it's me and Stina Marie love it. I know that's one of our favorites from them. Just from talks. And guys, that's about my show for tonight. I know Ken is coming up. He's planning on doing some builds, I believe, and maybe possibly turning some drip tips as well. Ken, if you are out there, let me know, brother, if you are ready to take over, and I can drop out at any time. I only have 9 minutes left. And you can always bump me off, but you know, I won't know that I'm actually bumped off. Thank you there, Scuba. And once again, I should have you that code by Saturday morning or afternoon, I would think. Moon Mountain's very good at getting back to me, so I would think that I'll have it probably tomorrow at some point. And as soon as I get it, I'll send it to you. You're very welcome there, brother. I am glad, like I said, I love to have new people come to the show. I love even more when they return for other shows. Our viewers make us, guys. If it wasn't for when we have some great viewers, and I love all the networks, I really do. I go to them as often as I can. We have great viewers. A lot of our viewers also watch other networks. Like I said, I do too. Our viewers are great, though. You guys are what makes the community. We're just kind of a sounding board for different issues and different styles of being a sounding board for the community. You know, the vaping community really is that. It's a community, guys. And for those that haven't experienced that, get out and go to local vape shops. Find out when meets are. get online, try to find out local meets. You'll meet great people. I haven't met but a few vapors that I really didn't care too much for, and that was just personality clashes. Their personality was too much like mine, I guess.
Sampling our coffees to make sure they're the absolute best they can be. It's sitting down at the table together and taste testing each batch every week. As a family,
And again,
the same way we've done it since
Squagger,
1919.
if you take off
Ownany Coffee, we're passionate about going
these
above
bottom
and
button
beyond.
devices have a locking ring
Crafted blends in
that if you lock down, you can't push the button.
now
Duh.
available at your favorite store.
If you take off the
Beyond good coffee,
locking
there's
ring,
community
you can
coffee.
push in the button. It helps to take off that freaking locking ring before you try to vape. Yes, Earth is a blueberry. What if Earth is really a blueberry? Do you think some aliens would want to come squish us for our juice? Right? Cake will disappear. Well, see, that's if you're not into blueberry, that's great. No, Stuvie, this is not an empire. I want an empire. The only time you can buy them on their site, I have been told, is right after a huge, like a vape bash or VaporCon or something like that, and they'll have extras that because they always take them to the big events, and they'll usually have extras left over that they ordered just for those events. They'll put them online, and they're usually gone within 24 hours. So you have to have, the money to be able to get it, and be online and know that it's going to come out and wait for it to be released, or they get snatched up. The only other way you can get it is to walk into the guy's store. This is a K100. It is a clone to the Empire. It is a little bit more versatile in as that it comes with a 510 connection instead of a 901. I do want an Empire. I've wanted an Empire since before I started vaping. It was the first mechanical mod I seen that I really liked, and that's the reason why I ended up with the K101. I mean the K100. Yeah, that was my first flavor, and how I really came to know about Moon Mountain having awesome flavors is when I first started vaping. Actually, within the first week, once one of my friends from church found out that I was vaping, he's a vaper, and he's a Moon Mountain fanatic, and he basically took clean, empty 10 ml bottles and just gave me a 10 ml of several different flavors from Moon Mountain. Space Apes and Earth is a Blueberry were the two that I enjoyed the most. I forgot what the other one is because I've had so many flavors between now and then. But they have awesome flavors, guys. Yes, Ken, I am ready, and thank you again, guys. I appreciate it, and I will see y'all next week. Thank you for coming out. Look forward to awesome sponsors in the future and to win from these sponsors. I'll see y'all next week, guys.